Hey, good morning, everyone. Let's get some light out of here. There we go. It is, oh, wow, lots of light here. It's Tuesday. Just wanted to hop on real quick and just kind of talk about a little bit going on here, trying to get you some light there. I'm up here in Avamore. I got a follow-up appointment. This is a great community. If you haven't been up here, it's a great place. I've sold quite a few things up here as far as window coverings. Check it out. It's up in the hills. It's kind of nice, kind of hiding. I like to do these live videos because I think that they're a little bit more authentic. I think that you really get a sense of who I am. It doesn't feel scripted. It doesn't feel recorded. And so that's why you see so many of them. And you get me. You get the raw me. You get who I am. Obviously I'm writing some stuff down. I'm looking back and forth at it because I have a lot to say. And when I write that stuff down, I feel like I get a little bit more out, and it gives me a little bit of an outline to do it. I don't always do it, but usually it's just straight off the hip. But I was looking at Facebook this morning and I got this reminder that it's been 7 years since I went back to school and got my degree in teaching. I started to go back as an athletic trainer, but decided that it probably wasn't going to work out for me because there's a lot of math involved. For those of you who don't know what an athletic trainer is, it's a little bit different than a personal trainer. And I think that a lot of people get that confused. But an athletic trainer is actually like the doctor on the field. They're the person who diagnoses what's going on with injuries and things like that and gets it over to the doctor. And like athletic field or, gymnastics, anything like that has to do with sports related stuff. So there is a little bit difference in that, and there's a lot of math involved in that. I was never very strong in math. I actually had to start out really low math in college because I was not good at it, and I avoided it any way I could in high school when I first went to college. So anyway, I got that reminder, and I was like putting some things into perspective because obviously that I got a degree in education and teaching, and I don't do that anymore. I have 2 degrees. I have a master's and a bachelor's in education. I was a physical education teacher and a baseball coach for a long time. I did that because I wanted to coach and I wanted to be involved in athletics. That's why I wanted to be a trainer, but it eventually didn't work out. So 7 years ago, I quit Les Schwab and went back to college and got a degree and got those degrees. I started doing that. So that's kind of a reflection of what's going on. And so a lot of perspective comes from that, and where I worked hard and I got those degrees and it just didn't work out. I wasn't happy. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. So things kind of happen. Things kind of fall in place, and I ended up getting this job, which I'm very happy with. I love, and it's introduced me to a bunch of other things. And so that's why I always talk about going and trying to find something that makes you happy, because happiness is way better than going to a job every day and regretting the fact that you did it. So I want you to really think about that. And it's kind of funny because since I started posting on Instagram and everywhere else that I post, because I post on like all these different platforms, there's been a lot more that's come to fruition for me. I found more and more things that I like to do. I found that I like to do kind of the public speaking thing. I like to motivate people. I kind of want to get into being a motivational speaker. We're starting a podcast. There's all kinds of stuff that I'm pushing towards, but the main thing is to make other people successful. And I've found that there's a lot of good people in this world, making that connection through, with customers, making connections with builders, making connections with all these people that, that have made a difference for me. So, I kind of feel like you can call it karma, you can call it faith, you can call it whatever you want, whatever that is for you, but things happen for reasons, and connections happen for reasons, and good things happen for reasons. So just think about that. Think about how every single person, every interaction you have with someone, there's a reason behind it, and try and find the positive reason behind it. Even when it's bad, even when something bad happens to you, it's going to affect you in a positive way and somehow. And maybe that's made you a better person. Maybe it's made you more understanding. Maybe it's made you be able to get through your current situation a little bit easier. And then when it's positive, it's a positive thing. So that's something to think about. I really feel like it's supposed to be this way. I feel like whatever happens, and you can't control really what other people think of you or how they react to your situation, but you can control how you react to their situation. And again, a lot of times it's because they're insecure, they're afraid to do something. They wouldn't take that leap that you took. So in all actuality, please think about this a little bit more. Think about the fact that what someone else says to you isn't a reason for you to do something. You need to do what makes you happy. They may not like it, they may not agree with it, but it's your decision ultimately, and you shouldn't let other people affect your decision. So, I love Facebook. I've been on it for quite a few years, and I love the fact that they send me these little reminders. Sometimes they're reminders that I don't like, but then I reflect on them and I think about how they reacted to me. So, that 7-year reminder that I was going back to college because that's what, I thought I needed to do. And I did it, and I wouldn't change it because it's made me who I am. It's made me a more intelligent person. It's made me know what it takes to get through college, to get a couple degrees and work my butt off. But it also wasn't what was for me. So I feel like I've got a little bit more out of what I'm doing now than teaching. So anyway, it's to each his own though, because it's all about what makes you happy. It's all about the decisions that you make that ultimately make you happy. And I have a lot of love for the people that I taught with. They were great people. They were awesome. And if you guys are still listening to this, I appreciate everything that you ever did for me. But it just wasn't for me. And it is for you, and that's what you like, and that's what makes you happy, and that's what you're doing. And so, more power to you. Continue to do the things, because we need people to educate our children. So I hope that you have a great day. I hope this finds you in good spirits. It's Wednesday. We're getting through the week here. And have a great day.